We are going to lay some flooring today, hopefully. Getting this first run started. We've already kind of measured and tried to figure out a layout. We don't want little slivers on either end, so we've centered it. It looked like there was going to be about 1.5 inches close to that on one end or the other, or we was going to have to split it to 3/4 on either end. We didn't want to do either one of those, so we've actually slid this over a few inches more, so we're going to gain a bigger piece on that end, hopefully. And then hopefully it'll be similar to this, a 3 or 4 inch piece, and that'll give it be a little stronger that way. But anyhow, we're getting it. We got our little self-leveling underlayment stuff poured in here, and it all dried and did real well. There's no little lips anywhere, so everything looks pretty good and feels pretty good. So we're going to lay some flooring and try to get on to the next step of this finally. So there you have it. So we got our first 2 full pieces and then the partial piece that we started with laid. And then we got them laid in here where we wanted them. And to keep them from moving as we go across the floor and have to keep coming back and realigning everything, I screwed down. I just kind of clamped it down with boards so it's tight, screwed down to the floor on the ends. And now we can just go ahead and not have to worry so much about it shifting on us as we go and having trouble with something later. We can continue to measure around stuff and not have to worry about it. So anyway, that's just the way we do it.
Yeah, it's the way we do it.
finished with this room. We have just a little bit left. We're waiting on this, and we're going to do the other room before we finish with this in case we end up with some damage to some pieces we can use here. But it's looking pretty good. I really like it. I like the color. Looks nice. So now we're heading into this room. Hopefully we'll get it done today.
Well, we've made the corner here, and we've been trying to just put our seams kind of random, offset all of them, and sometimes you see them and they're kind of stair-stepped, and they just keep doing that across the room, and then you have a line where you can see them at an angle even, and we didn't want that. We're just putting them random. So anyway, we're going to start this room out, and instead of using that piece, it would have been close to there. We're going to center it between these two. Start here, and then I don't know, we'll just work them in however from here on over, but we just don't really want very many of them hitting the same spot. So anywho, I'm going to measure this back and cut this one to start with. Now I'm going to go to 19 inches because that'll center it between these two. That's a lot of measuring just to get a random
Yes.
random mark.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
So I believe we're going to call it a day. We got all the flooring laid. I think we're pretty happy with it. We have dark trim that goes on the base, and we'll get that another day. But I think we're ready to move on from this and maybe do some trimming the next time we're here, and think about getting some doors and things like that. So anyway, we got to get some new heater vent covers and a few more receptacle covers, but then I think we're in business.
Yeah.
So anyhow, appreciate you coming along. We're going to catch you on the next one.
Happy trails.